the Board of Commissioners and staff, certainly directed by the Board of Commissioners at the time, really started getting serious about programming, administration building programming in that 2016, 2017 timeline. And it wasn't until 2017 when the sitting Board of Commissioners at the time decided, okay, we're serious about this, and we're going to start setting aside administration building funds so that when the time comes, we don't have to borrow money to build the building.
Let's talk about financing here for a minute. First of all, how much did this building and this campus cost, and how was it funded?
Yeah, it's a great, so the building we're sitting in here, this is a $54 million investment. And again, this is a 30 to 40 year investment into the community. The total campus cost is about $130 million. That goes into everything from site work, ability for future expansion, so the property, the engineering, the site inspections, the special inspections, and our administration, or excuse me, our employee center, Freedom's Commons Employee Center, which is to the north of this building here, and we can talk a little bit more, I think, in just a few minutes about that. So total project cost, $134 million. This building here is $54 million. So how was it funded? And it goes back to kind of what we were just talking about is in 2018, our Board of Commissioners elected to set aside surplus dollars at the end of each budget year. Dollars that were left were set aside into for this conversation, let's think of two different places, either our capital improvement program, or two, the administration building. So a percentage of it went to administration building cost, the rest of it went to the capital improvement program. Today we're operating off of a little over $900 million 5-year capital improvement program. So you can imagine the investments that have to be made into a $1 billion 5-year capital improvement program in order to get that across. So it was approved through those surplus dollars. That's where it was funded. The administration building, or excuse me, the employee center, Freedom Commons Employee Center, was funded through surplus of benefit funds. There were dollars that were not spent that were budgeted for our employee benefits. So what we elected to do is we elected to build the employee center. And it's been named Freedom Commons. Our employees voted on that name. We're very excited about that. I had a conversation this morning while we're talking about funding with Charity Clark, our employee services director. In between between 2020 and 2025, we saw an average of 10% increase in our medical cost. Wow. Between 2020 and 2025, we saw an average increase of 10.5%, which equates to approximately $2.5 million annually. We elected to invest with the surplus dollars, and that building is about $15 million, in that employee center. We have partnered with One-to-One Health and Corporate Sports Unlimited to help us manage that center for the sole purpose of doing one thing, and that's flattening that curve of our health insurance cost, which is a direct cost reduction to our citizens of Forsyth County.